Waywardness. Follow King Stannis, an aspiring one true king, as he begins his training, and finds himself constantly becoming the greatest military commander in Westeros. Lost at sea. King Stannis must build the town on the southeastern peninsula of the island up to a capital. He is limited to level 8. If he completes his quest, he will carry over his experience, primary skills, secondary skills, and a spellbook with him to the next scenario. If defeated, his quest is over.
All I wanted was a simple vacation. One hurricane later, and I'm here on this island with these foul-smelling natives. Perhaps my father was right when I told him about my dream to become a fragrance artist. Maybe my military training can help me get off this forsaken sand prison.
While on a 3-hour sightseeing tour, the mighty King Stannis' ship was blown off course by a sudden summer storm. When the storm cleared, the captain and crew had no idea what their position might be. For nearly a week, they sailed under an overcast sky, completely unable to determine their heading. Finally, a small rocky island was spotted. During the attempts at breaching the craft, a large rock slammed its way into the hull of the boat. Fortunately, no one was injured and they were able to get to the shore safely. The curious natives seemed friendly. In meeting with the humble King Stannis, they agreed to help him get off the island if he built them a capital. Oh, it's a shame. Savu! I guess he didn't wake up. Stannis was always more of a frontiersman than a knight, having set foot in nearly every part of Enroth before finally settling into military service in Arathia. Though a wanderer and a bit of a dreamer, his battlefield tactics are feared throughout the world. Damn straight. However, I would like to point out that Stannis is not actually in that side. A who? What's that? Fifth word of your sentence there, Subsurium? You're gonna have to rewrite that. You lance my boils and I'll lance yours. You ain't from around here, are you? You were confronted by a bunch of short, odorous goblins. They all line up in front of you and begin singing, in unison, "Follow the cobblestone road, follow the cobblestone road, follow the cobblestone road, follow the cobblestone road." You are convinced that you are delusional from swallowing too much ocean water. Go to the stronghold town, girly man. I have. So, for those of us who haven't seen this campaign before, because they live under a rock and haven't gotten the gist of it yet, this is the meme campaign. Do you have a daughter? As a matter of fact, Stannis does have a daughter. The leader of the natives meets with you. The jolly old fellow seems very excited and says, "Our prayers have been answered! You are the one who will help us. There is a town in ruins east of here owned and heavily guarded by our tribe. We don't want those raiders from the north taking this town away from us because it would go to their heads and then we'd have to go to war and that's just a big headache. But it'd be great fun." You stare at him blankly. He continues, "If you would be so kind to help us build a capital in that town, we will gladly help you repair your boat so that you can be on your way. To get there, you must follow the cobblestone road." After you thank him for his generosity, you agree to the deal. And there's a fight for the gold. Gasp! A fork in the road! What will you do? After long hours of heated debate and consulting with several of your learned counselors, you promise to keep the fork to bestow upon your loving father's grave. What a guy. Now, one can only hope that this goes a little bit better in this go-around than it did the last time we played this campaign, when we got completely bum-rushed and ambushed by, and I quote, 4 AI in a row. You come across a lowly merchant who looks as if he has not seen any business all day. The pale and desperate-looking man gives his best sales spiel. "Find all the treasures with this. A map to refer to as the Market of Time." You look at the crumpled remains of a scroll and laugh. You toss a few gold coins at the poor soul and say, "The market of time? This place you speak of was pulled out of existence during the restoration of Arathia. Anybody who tells you differently is trying to sell you something." You walk away, satisfied with your statement. That's a nice joke by them, because they were going to have an object called Market of Time in the game, but it got lost in development. Feeling bad about being so short-tempered to the poor merchant, your conscience gets the best of you and you go back to apologize. You arrive only to find a huge, disgusting monster in the merchant's place. Wow, 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 we killed 5 that time, wow. Starks want to take the castle, capital rush. This entire city must be purged, indeed. The fork trigger from the other side, yeah man. Can't you summon boat? I mean, I could if I had expert water magic, but I don't. Wow. One to one. No, you guys didn't count it. I'm disappointed. Zuma 5. Another fork in the road. Now very testy, you are getting tired of all the forks in the road. From now on, you will leave the decision up to your advisors. After all, that is their job. Terrible news has reached you. A messenger from the natives delivers you the news. Sire, last evening our town was ransacked. The foolish thieves took all of our gold, but left the chests of gold nearby. There was trace of who it may have been. One of the townspeople found a note that read, "There's a severe toothpick shortage. Trust no one. We'll be back for more when you least expect it. Sincerely yours, Prince Woody Sparkly Face." That's a reference I still don't get. Beware of Area 51. Hey. Fuck you too, game. What am I triggered? Wow. Zuma the First. $563 to $9,485. Alright, see you, Minisk. Someone memed hard during the making of this campaign. Dude, they really did. Like, 3DO went all out. Like, every other campaign in Armageddon's Blade. Serious setting. Actually, like, lore-altering stuff happens in it. This one? Nah, fuck it. Let's just meme the shit out of this. And they did. I don't need wisdom yet. You come upon two roads that fork in a yellow wood. Travelers have warned them really about the same, but the one on the left seemed a little grassier and perhaps was not so heavily traveled. You look down both roads and then make a decision. And I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. What still annoys me is that that's not supposed to be the decision you make based on the original poem. I love that poem. It's The Path Less Traveled by Robert Frost. And the point is, you weren't supposed to take the path less traveled. Oh my god. Fuck you, AI. Why did I not draw out the attack? Hit Fergie. Oh, they did it. Come on. Oh. Oh. Come on. What the fuck? The world breaking and being remade, escaping a third cataclysm, the bloody force in the road, and Zuma's everywhere. Yeah, man. Alright, well, we did it. Level 8, right? It's a shame. I wanted Earth Magic. So this is the only town with a tavern in it. Which is where it's important. Excuse me, its importance lies. Purple has been vanquished, and see, so blue and green do start with a hero each, but sometimes they will just kill each other off. Standing at a divergence in the road was a family of tattered peasants and their decrepit cart, pulled by a one-eyed, partially lame horse. You bend down to offer aid, but the pudgy, balding man is too busy trying to contain his 4 unruly children to notice. The man's wife winks seductively at you. Your face begins to blush. You run off as quickly as your dignity can carry you. Oh, thank you. Hey, almonds. Christian sure looks weird, huh? Yeah, I mean, he's stranded. Stranded! Caught in the crossfire. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers thought we were done with the fortress theme, didn't you? Did you know that y'all motherfuckers need sides? And there's blue. Alright. So this is their only hero. Thank you, I saw. Pretty Eddie Eddie on. Steady Eddie Eddie on. Okay, I can live with that. I still want logistics, earth magic, I guess pathfinding, and yeah, that really doesn't care at that point. Oh, wisdom. We need wisdom. Let's not forget that. That would be bad. So I'm gonna guess the green hero just got fucked. So let's go up here. Yeah, so this one pretty much is a solo map. Excuse me. And then because, you know, you didn't see enough of the map in this one, you do the exact same map with some slight alterations in the next scenario. Because the peasant's wife is also seductive. There's Savu. Well, I'm trying. You got 3 races and get positive morale. You got 1 race and negative morale. AI island dating gets positive morale every fight, indeed. Here's 3. In a nutshell. While traveling, you see a tired peasant woman carrying large, heavy-looking bags. Being kindly, you ask the woman if she needs some assistance. "You just want to help me because I'm a woman," she snaps. "Oh no," you say. "I wanted to help you because of your age." And because of that, your morale goes up. Yup. There's a severe toothpick shortage. Trust no one. We'll be back for more when you least expect it. Sincerely yours, Prince Woody Sparkly Face. And yes, we reached the quick combat portion of the map. A large boulder obstructs the road. You send one of your troops ahead to see what is on the other side. "Sire," he yelled, "you'll never guess. Another fork in the road." You glance at the huge rock and notice that it has inscriptions on it. In search of profound intellect, you read, "Eat it, Craig Hacks. The best way to a man's heart is to hack his breastplate open. Catherine Griffinhart slept here. Single white male seeks single white female for fun ASAP. Kilgore was here. +1 knowledge." Why am I taking these fights? Venice the First. At a fork in the road, you stop and look at the nearest creature for directions on how to get to a tavern. You look at him more closely. He looks strangely familiar, but you dismiss the thought. The creature looks you dead in the eye and replies, "You got a lot of nerve coming back here after what you pulled." You innocently point to yourself innocently, mouthing, "Me?" He walks towards you threateningly. Suddenly he throws his arm around you and shouts, "How you doing, my old friend? Haven't seen you in ages. Don't you remember me?" You realize you have no idea who or what this creature is, but you play along. He gives you directions to the tavern and a few gold pieces for a drink. "Take this, my friend. Get yourself a New World long neck pale ale. Perhaps I may join you." A drunken fool staggers his way out of the tavern and with slurred words begins hollering at you. Trying not to laugh, you listen intently to the man's words. "Thou mustest enter yon tavern. Blessed are the minstrels in the tavern." He paused to belch loudly and continued, "They call themselves Smashing Melons." Say it again. That's brutal. Heroes 3 predicting feminism. Holy shit. Prince Woody's sparkly face gets me every time. That feeling when you know the scenario enough to follow along just by streamers talking even when we're not watching. Well, yeah, I mean, again, this is the 4th time we've streamed this. You start to realize the path I'm going to take. The memes actually grant knowledge in Hero Summon Stitches. Well, Zipserium, I'm glad you're coming along for this ride, because this party's only getting started. Venice the Third. A toll guard abruptly stops you and your troops at the fork in the road. The long-haired troll demands that you fork over 147 gold pieces in order to pass. You don't see things his way and reach for your sword, when all of a sudden, from the trees comes that! And we still lost 15 gold. Alright, let's hope this is a good witch hut. And it's not. Is this guy actually down here? Is that? Am I gonna find him down here as I'm just walking along the road? A powerful wizard owns this tower and wants the inexhaustible cart of ore. Well, how does it feel to want? Powerful wizard. Plague. I don't feel like taking forever on this map. Oh. I got my units. Hey, there is a guy here. I was right. The real question is, did either of them have some boat? And the answer right now is no. Get back here, Gertie Bird. You may not catch the worm. Oh, son of a bitch, he's gonna outpace me. Alright, in case he has any yardies. Oh shit, boys. He's got his army. Come at me, Gertie Bird. We ain't catching this worm. Yeah! town now, boys. You begin complaining to your troops. How are we supposed to follow the cobblestone road when there are so many forks in it? And whose idea was it for all passers-by to get a fork at every fork in the road? You lick your finger and stick it in the air. You determine the direction of the wind and travel in that direction. What's a New World Ale? Smashing melons. Curious about them minstrels, yeah, man. No summon boat, I know, right? Want a life on that island? Forks everywhere. Dun 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 dun. Doing it again. Oh my god, there's 13 of them. Goblins, you had a great run. Just wanted you to know that before you died. Imagine being this guy. Just waiting on your catapult to get you in. And then just getting completely fucking trashed. Only 13? Now they sleep the eternal sleep, indeed. Green has been vanquished. Yeah, man, you're weak for the hop, obviously. There is a severe toothpick shortage, trust no one. We'll be back for more when you least expect it. Sincerely yours, Prince Woody. Sparkly face. Nerd, didn't even get the stuff behind his home. That's what I thought I Ash came prepared this time. For a long time you have followed the straight and narrow path, but now you have no idea which way to turn. All these forks in the road will drive anyone to the nut house. You begin to laugh and then cry and then laugh again because he was laughing and cry because he was laughing. That's a reference to something, I just don't remember what it is. Check Ferraris. This one. Oh, no, so. There it is. Yeah, this one taught all the HOM 3 map makers how to hide things. 7 AM beer, yeah man. Everything is a reference to something. Everything in this campaign is a reference to something. See, this is kind of sane if we think about what happened here, of course. You let out a big sigh, bite your bottom lip, and mindlessly gaze at both paths that lay before you. Will you claim the sawmill just ahead, or continue around the bend on the other road? You hope that there was a tavern nearby. A tall, stiff ale sounds good right about now. Through a clearing, you observe an ancient artifact guarded by a pack of champions, and then we kill the champions. And then we play We Are the Champions. We are the champions. Shield of the Yawning Dead. Lots of swordsmen. Oh no, we lost. What a shame. While deep in the woods, you stumble onto a hidden moss-covered wooden chest that has been revealed from a previous reign. After many hours of prying and beating on the chest, it wouldn't budge. A very fat member of your army offers his body weight, and body slams the chest and it bursts open. And we found treasure! Yeah! Dragobreach! And the AI has been vanquished. Play on, players. Though no one is around to see, you have proven that you are worthy to have the inexhaustible card of ore. Do you wish to take it at this time? Of course. Time to fight some titans. And some griffins. And it's a Ramscons. Greater Noseflow, right there. 5 Ogre Magi, right here. Someone's sanity points are dropping rapidly. I'm getting really tired. I was chosen by heaven. Say my name when you pray to the sky. See Carolus rise. By God, that chest is broken in half. Indeed, welcome to the stream, Super. Was someone beast Firebird? Definitely not a bee. Thunderbird. Does this entire island look like a womb? No. So many broken ships and none can take you away. Yeah. Did I miss an arty down there? Probably. Did I just scratch myself? Yeah. There you go. You are wet behind the ears, and now we made it not wet behind the ears. Yeah. A horde of hellhounds. They killed Andrew the Angel. They did it because the boar is pregnant. Oh, oh no. Oh, oh. Zuma the Second. Zuma the Third. Zuma the Fourth. You come to yet another parting in the road. Lo and behold, another fork for you to toss into his backpack. You grate your teeth. An advisor then reminds you that you wouldn't have to worry about Christmas shopping. Yeah! And +2 knowledge. Wonder. Sincerios. +2 spell power. Shield those orphan lords and the spyglass. I both of those. Yes, plus morale. 1,000 experience. All things we needed. Mighty Goro. Aww. Waikiki the First, not there anymore. Blessed is the artless, dizzy-eyed coxcomb who contrived these roads. You are becoming very dreary-eyed as you are again faced with which way to go. You pull out a gold coin and a gold piece and shout to your troops. Call it in the air, you point. Heads we go that way, tails we go that way, you say, pointing in the other direction. You flip the coin. Tails! The group shouts. Not that it matters, because I can't see which way they pointed anyway. Maxi. Akiki! The second. Two forks in the road. Slightly annoyed, you wonder why this fork in the road reminds you of some counting vampire. You put the salad fork and the dinner fork into your backpack and travel on. Malibu the First. Once the rib cage, I have that. +2 attack. You tiptoe up to the box lying in the patch of grass between the trees. You are a little gun-shy because the last time he opened a mysterious box, you woke up nude behind a brothel with a tattoo on your bum. Carefully you open the box. And gain magical energy and lose some treasure. Yeah. 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 Malibu the Second. The necklace of ocean guidance for the boots of speed. Spectacular. This is the necklace of swiftness. Crag. You begin to weep. Your troops begin to mock you. There you stand, in front of the refuse heap where you are to build a capital. Against all odds, you do. Find the gloves. For advanced pathfinding, I'm honestly gonna take it. Malibu the Third. The Helm of Chaos for gold. Malibu the Fourth. $59 gems for 59 ore. I don't actually have to do that one. The next one is 59 ore, 59 gems. Plus 2 more knowledge. Plus 3 defense. And that is it for this map. Sincerely yours, Prince Woody Swackly Fades. And 59 ore as promised. Capital Rush, baby, we did it. 5, 2, 3. Pneumonia. Kill them all. Christmas shopping and Heroes 3? Yeah, man. He got like 630 wood. I don't think there's a real toothpick shortage. Yeah, man. What is the actual goal of that scenario? Capital Rush. Hey, Waywardness. I'm extremely exhausted. Being memed to the ground, you'd be trained too. Oh, that's no fun, Waywardness. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Sark, I didn't forget any arties. Trading wood for gems during a toothpick shortage, yeah, man. There's a view air spell? Well, there's a way to just view the world that you've already explored. Their end of the bargain. To win, King Stannis must defeat all the enemies. He now has an allied town, which lies in the northwestern region. He is limited to level 16 in this scenario, but he will carry over his skills, spells, secondary skills, and experience to the next scenario. The natives were so happy at King Stannis' success, they completely forgot about the agreement to help him in return. The days and days of celebration turned into weeks of endless parties, leaving King Stannis very angry. Very angry. While the natives were celebrating, he traveled to the tavern and met with the former leaders of the towns he'd just beaten. The leaders come to the conclusion King Stannis was too dangerous to have around. The bargain was struck and King Stannis would gain their lands, and they would gladly help him to leave. We'll take the spell power.
I swear, these natives only know two things: how to start a war and how to throw a party. Apparently, the natives I just defeated want me off the island as much as I want off. One condition: I must reclaim the lands I just took from them. Oh, the stench.
Oh, the stench. The natives were so happy at King Stannis' success that they completely forgot about the agreement to help him in return. The days and nights of celebration turned into weeks of endless parties. When King Stannis reminded them of their end of the bargain, they laughed and suggested that he kiss the south end of a northbound donkey. Leaving the celebrating natives behind, King Stannis traveled to a tavern to drink his homesickness into oblivion. As he sat at the bar, staring at the dregs of his New World lager light, he suddenly felt a knife at his throat. Turn around, slowly. He turned and looked into the face of the defeated leader of the northern towns. King Stannis thought as quickly as he could in his inebriated state. Can we talk? He asked. The leader and his troops sat with King Stannis as he explained the situation. They were suspicious, but they all agreed that King Stannis was too dangerous to have on the island. After a long and heated discussion and a lot of drinking, a bargain was struck. If King Stannis agreed to accept a mission to kill off those pesky natives down south, they would gladly help him in getting back home. To protect himself from another possible betrayal, King Stannis staggered to his feet and demanded a treaty signed in blood by the leaders and himself. So, now we start off with the top right town, we're green, and we also start off with an ally in the bottom left town. You look out to sea and daydream about home. Suddenly, something in the rocks catches your eye. You bend over to pick up a small cylindrical package wrapped in a stained piece of parchment. You notice a tab that reads, Tug here. And so you do. Carefully, you unwrap the parchment and retrieve the cards of prophecy. Because that's just how we do it. The stench. This is some serious plot twist, damn man. Is that monkey throwing stuff? Yeah. Hey, Georgia. Grrr, Mondays. You have found new confidence in yourself after meeting with your new allies. You finish off your last bottle of New World Dark Ale and began the journey to your new home away from home, from which you will destroy all that you just built for your old so-called allies. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dushnar. I would like to commend your excellence and thank you for building a castle in my hometown. My fellow townsmen have greatly betrayed you. Ashamed of my homeland, I beg for your forgiveness and wish to join in your efforts. Smork. Face no space. The locals said this was the home of Josephe, but he is no longer home. Rest in peace, Josephe. Rest in peace. Go get him, guys. Go get him. Good job, AI. Your hero starts drunk at a random tavern, and another hero completely cuts off our allies. A merchant approaches you in a panic. Run, sir! Run for your life! The natives from the south approach quickly. You must get to your station now and prepare for war. Take this! He gives you a green clover. This will give you luck. From out of nowhere, a flying arrow lands in a tree right in between the merchant and you. Tied to the arrow is a note that reads, Be afraid. Be very afraid. I don't think we have to be that afraid. We've reached the Stannis OP portion of the Stannis campaign. And really just Stannis in general. Fun ASAP. Fun ASAP, yeah. The voice of that note sends a shiver down my spine. Hey, Ben Clever Name. Yes, this is the last campaign in Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Tomorrow we begin Chronicles. As you are traveling to your new quarters, you sort out your thoughts and strategies as to how exactly you will complete your new quest. This trip is also giving your body a chance to heal from all the bumps and bruises you've acquired from previous battles and bar brawls, not to mention the headache that you will get from drinking that entire bottle of Redwood Pale Ale. You dig into your backpack and take out the bottle. The label reads, Redwood Pale Ale. While riding, you suddenly hop off of your horse, run into the bushes, and spill your oats and barley and hops. Your whole life passes before your eyes, and you swear on your grandfather's grave that you'll never do this again. Quantity is our middle name. No wonder it was on sale. You think to yourself? Stop! Groups of lizardmen emerge from the trees and completely surround you. One of them speaks. Well, well, well. Do me a favor and walk over to me. Insert dramatic pause here. So you can remember what it's like to walk for the last time. I don't know what you mean about do I have an expansion, but I have them as custom campaigns. I also own the original Chronicles. Gotcha, Ben Clever Name. I don't know how you're struggling in ROE though. Living the truth. Oh, Alkin. Glorious victory. Excuse me. No, I'm right here. Get over here. Dumbo Alkin. Okay, got it offered again. Well, yeah, obviously I bought Chronicles. We did it last. What? We did Well, no, we didn't do Chronicles last year, but we've done Chronicles before. I played them on normal difficulty. Which map is it, Ben Clever New? Who needs a boat to fly over waters on this island? Now I may continue my sad life somewhere that isn't on this island. Oh. Hey, they took my army. Scholar again? While traveling through a wood, your horse stumbles across a small wooden box. You dismount and pick it up to see what might be in it. You pry open the box and much to everyone's surprise, you pull out a six-pack of New World Lager long neck bottles. You pass them around. Venice the Third was here. Dee was. I don't think I've ever gone back there. Didn't even know you could. Alright guys, I gotta save. I'm really sorry.